Today I'm going to show you how to play the simple beat for the song Superstition by Stevie Wonder on Drumset. It's a very iconic beat and it's fairly simple, so this is for people who I guess maybe have started drumming a little bit, know some drum experience, but mostly if you've never played drums before, it's a great one to learn. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. You can pick it up in probably about 15 minutes. And it's actually the first thing I ever learned on drum set. I've been playing for about a year and a half now. Okay, so what you need, all you really need is the bass drum, the snare drum, and most importantly the hi-hat. And of course a crash cymbal too. That's all you need. Toms are optional. The cowbell, that's it. That's all optional. You can add it in a fill. So essentially, all you gotta do. So most important thing to get down is when you hold your sticks. Right hand is gonna be hitting the hi-hat, doing 8th notes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And bass drum is going to be on all the quarter notes, so 4 times in a measure, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Snare drum is only going to be on beats 2 and 4, so if you add these together, you get a standard rock beat, and I'll play a full measure for you. Or sorry, traditionally you play the bass drum only on 1 and 3, but so with the bass drum on each quarter note, it'd be so. With Superstition, you want to get down that simple rock beat, just once you can get that down, that's when you can throw in the hi-hat riff, if you will, the hi-hat rhythm, which is the iconic. So essentially, you have your right hand doing this, but for this one rhythm, you want to forget about that. You want to have left hand doing the whole time. So I'll play for you what you kind of want, what this whole thing sounds like. So that's what the beat sounds like. So you're gonna want to actually get your left hand to be able to do this too. It's good to be able to do it with both hands, because what's most important about drumming is the motor skills, being able to do different things with different parts of your body at the same time, much like playing piano, which is very hard. Sorry, I heard something. Someone's fucking breaking into my house. Okay. God dang, I just swore. Okay, it's okay. So anyway. So this hi-hat beat, it's gonna be, your left hand's gonna be doing the same thing the whole time, just, and you're gonna add in, sorry. So I'll play that in slow motion. All you're doing is the left hand is doing this the whole time. But you're going to put the snare on beats 2 and 4, always. So what's going on with this hi-hat here is that first of all, I should note that this is a swung rhythm, meaning the 16th notes are swung, which basically just means they are not, you don't play them straight, like you play them like if you think about jazz. So you're coming in here, ta, 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 ta. So your right hand only comes in just to play against, in a way, what your left hand's playing, and it gives that swing feel. Now you add in the snare. So now, once you can get that down, you want to try to add in that bass drum on the quarter notes. Or if you want, you can just do 1 and 3. But I like to do it on the quarter notes. So 1, 2, ready, go. And you can get that down to the crash cymbal is simple. That's a weird sentence. You really only hit it at the end of a phrase just to add in, like, it just adds character to your sound. But you typically, and like with this song especially, you only are going to add that at the end of a phrase. You're not going to put it in the middle of a measure. It's usually right at either the end or the beginning of one of the measures. So it will sound like. You get the gist of it. And so once you can get all that down, and get it down well, you would, to make your sound more interesting, you'd want to start looking into how to do fills, which is simply just when in drumming, it's much different from playing an instrument like piano or guitar or something like that, because you keep time and you keep the tempo going in the song. So basically what you have is what you just call just keeping time, which is, in this song, keeping time is the phrase that's just that's all. You're keeping time. And adding a fill is just essentially just putting little sprinkles of little things on top of that to make it more interesting. So like a good fill would be like what I was doing when I was opening up the hat and hitting it and closing it in the middle of it. It just makes it interesting. You don't have to do it. It just makes it interesting. So and it just adds character. And you don't want to overdo that, because then it'll lose its specialness, if you will. But that, right now, you're not going to be looking into that, because if you're first learning how to play drums and, just getting down the rhythm and just keeping that time is what's going to be a challenge. So quickly break down, play it slowly. On the hi-hat, then you can add the snare in. And then add the bass just below all that. And then once you can do that, speed up the tempo back to about 100 beats per minute. And Yep, and the crash symbol. As I said, you can add it at the end of a phrase. Simple as that. All right. I hope you've been inspired. Oh, that was a 10-minute video.